According to statistics, only a small percentage of you who watch our videos are actually subscribed. So, if you enjoy content that challenges your perspective, makes you think, and helps you become the best version of yourself, hit that subscribe button. Not only does it support the channel, but it also ensures you never miss out on game-changing insights, like the ones we're about to reveal. Let me ask you something. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed people stealing glances at you? Have you ever felt like someone was drawn to you, but you couldn't quite explain why? Maybe you've even doubted yourself, thinking, I'm just average, or why would anyone see me as special? But what if I told you that attraction isn't just about looks? What if there were hidden signs, subtle signals, that prove you're far more attractive than you realize? Today we're breaking down 11 powerful signs that you are a highly attractive man, even if you've never seen yourself that way. Some of these might surprise you. Some might make you rethink past interactions, and by the end of this video, you might start seeing yourself in a whole new light. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in. Sign 1. People seem nervous around you. Have you ever noticed someone suddenly losing their train of thought mid-sentence when talking to you? Maybe they fidget with their hands, avoid direct eye contact, or even let out a nervous laugh. At first, you might assume they're just shy or distracted. But what if it's something more? The truth is, when people find someone attractive, their body language betrays them. Their mind races, their palms get sweaty, and sometimes they even trip over their words. It's not because they're scared of you. It's because on a subconscious level, they see you as someone special, someone who stands out, someone who, whether you realize it or not, makes their heart beat a little faster. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where the other person seemed overly self-conscious, adjusting their hair, fixing their clothes, or suddenly acting a little awkward? That's not a coincidence. Attraction triggers a natural response in people, one that often manifests as nervous energy. So the next time someone stutters, fumbles with their words, or avoids your gaze, don't dismiss it as random. There's a good chance they find you incredibly attractive, and they just don't know how to handle it. Sign 2. You don't get compliments as often as you expect. It sounds strange, doesn't it? You'd think that if you were truly attractive, people would be telling you all the time. But here's the paradox. Sometimes the more attractive you are, the fewer compliments you receive. Think about it. When was the last time someone genuinely complimented your looks? If it doesn't happen as often as you'd expect, it's not because you're unattractive. It might be the exact opposite. People naturally assume that highly attractive individuals already know they look good. They might even hesitate to compliment you because they don't want to seem like they're stating the obvious, or, let's be honest, because they feel intimidated. Ever noticed how some people act extra casual around you, as if they're trying not to acknowledge your looks? Or maybe they compliment your outfit or your haircut instead of just saying, "Wow, you look amazing." That's because in their minds you don't need the validation. They assume you already hear it from everyone else. And here's something even more interesting. Some people may actually withhold compliments on purpose. Why? Because they don't want to boost your ego too much. It's a subconscious reaction. When someone sees you as out of their league, they might downplay your attractiveness rather than acknowledge it outright. So if you've ever felt overlooked when it comes to compliments, don't mistake it for a lack of appeal. It could be one of the clearest signs that your presence speaks for itself, and that your attractiveness is so undeniable, people assume you don't need to be reminded of it. Sign 3. Strangers find reasons to talk to you. Have you ever been minding your own business? Maybe waiting in line at a coffee shop, browsing in a store, or just walking down the street, when a stranger suddenly starts talking to you. Maybe they ask for directions, comment on the weather, or say something random like, "Nice watch, where'd you get it?" At first, it might seem like a casual interaction. But what if it's not? What if it's actually one of the biggest signs that people are drawn to you? Here's the thing. Attraction isn't just about looks. It's about presence. Some people have a natural energy that makes others want to be around them, even if they can't explain why. And if strangers keep finding reasons to start conversations with you, it's a strong indication that you have that magnetic pull. Think about it. There are plenty of people standing in that same coffee shop line, sitting in that same waiting area, or walking down that same street. So why did you get approached? Why did you become the person they decided to talk to? It's because, whether you realize it or not, you have a presence that intrigues people. And here's what's even more interesting. Sometimes people won't even realize why they feel the need to start a conversation with you. They just do. It's a subconscious reaction. Something about you makes them want to engage, whether it's your confidence, your body language, or just the way you carry yourself. So the next time a stranger randomly talks to you, don't brush it off as just small talk. There's a good chance they're drawn to you in a way they can't quite put into words. And that, my friend, is a sign of undeniable attractiveness. Sign 4. You catch people staring at you. Have you ever been in a room minding your own business when you suddenly feel eyes on you? You glance up and, just for a split second, you lock eyes with someone. But the moment they realize they've been caught, they quickly look away, pretending they were never staring in the first place. Coincidence? Not at all. When someone finds you attractive, their eyes linger, even if just for a second too long, even if they try to play it off, even if they look away the moment you notice. It's a subconscious reaction. People are drawn to beauty, to confidence, to an energy that stands out. And when you have that, it's nearly impossible for others not to look. But here's where it gets interesting. Some people won't just look away. Some will double-check. You might catch them stealing another glance, pretending to look past you, or even subtly shifting their position just to get a better view. And if you really pay attention, you'll notice something even more telling. A quick smile, a raised eyebrow, or a brief moment of hesitation before they turn their gaze elsewhere. These are all signs that, whether they realize it or not, they're drawn to you. And let's not forget, sometimes it's not just admiration. Sometimes it's curiosity. They're trying to figure out why you stand out. Is it your confidence, the way you carry yourself, the effortless way you attract attention without even trying? So the next time you catch someone staring at you, don't second-guess it. Chances are they're seeing something in you that they can't quite ignore. And that, my friend, is one of the clearest signs of your magnetic presence. Sign 5. You have a strong presence without trying. You walk into a room and something shifts. Conversations pause for just a second. Eyes flicker in your direction. And even if no one says a word, you can feel the subtle change in the atmosphere. It's almost like an unspoken acknowledgement. People notice you, even if you're not trying to be noticed. But here's the thing. It's not about arrogance. It's not about being the loudest person in the room or demanding attention. It's about energy. Truly attractive men don't have to announce their presence. Their presence speaks for itself. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a space and sensed that people were subtly drawn to you? Maybe they straighten their posture when you pass by, or they glance your way more than once. Maybe someone shifts slightly closer, as if pulled in by an invisible force. This isn't just coincidence. It's the effect of a commanding aura. So what creates this kind of presence? It's a mix of things: your posture, the way you carry yourself, the quiet confidence that radiates from you. It's in the way you move with purpose, the way you hold eye contact without hesitation, the way you exude a sense of certainty about who you are. You don't need to seek attention. It naturally gravitates toward you. And here's the most interesting part. People might not even realize why they're drawn to you. They just feel it. Some will find excuses to be near you. Others might act differently in your presence without even knowing why. But one thing is certain. When you walk into a room, you leave an impression, whether you say a word or not. So if you've ever noticed this quiet effect you have on people, don't brush it off. It's not in your imagination. It's a powerful sign that your presence alone is enough to make an impact. And that's a level of attractiveness most people can't ignore. Sign 6. Others try to impress you. Have you ever been in a conversation and noticed the other person subtly adjusting their clothes, fixing their hair, or suddenly standing up a little straighter? Maybe they start talking about their achievements, casually dropping hints about their successes, or cracking jokes in an attempt to make you laugh. At first, it might seem normal, just small, everyday behaviors. But what if I told you that these little things aren't random at all? When people find you attractive, they instinctively want to prove themselves to you. They want to be seen as worthy of your attention, your approval, your respect. And whether they realize it or not, their body language and behavior will shift when they're around you. It's a subconscious reaction, one that reveals just how much of an impact you have on those around you. Think about it. Have you ever mentioned something you like? Maybe a hobby, a brand, or a place you've been, only for someone to suddenly act as if they've always been interested in the same thing? Or maybe you've noticed someone speaking more confidently, using bigger words, or subtly trying to match your energy when they talk to you. This isn't by accident. It's a sign that, in their eyes, you matter. Your opinion carries weight, and it doesn't stop there. Some people might go out of their way to be helpful, offering you things they normally wouldn't, or agreeing with you just a little too enthusiastically. Others might try to downplay their nervousness, acting too relaxed, as if they're trying to show that they're completely comfortable, when in reality they're just trying not to mess up in front of you. So if you've ever felt like people act differently around you, like they're putting in more effort, trying a little harder, or subtly showcasing their best qualities, it's not a coincidence. It's a clear sign that in their eyes, you're someone worth impressing. And that, my friend, is one of the biggest indicators of true attractiveness. Sign 7. Your opinions carry weight. Have you ever noticed that when you speak, people actually listen? Not in a passive way, but in a way that shows they genuinely care about what you have to say. They lean in slightly, nod along, or even pause for a second before responding, as if they're really processing your words. It's not because you're the loudest person in the room or because you force people to listen. No, it's something deeper than that. Attractive people, truly attractive people, command attention without demanding it. And that includes their opinions. When someone finds you attractive, they subconsciously place more value on your thoughts, your perspectives, and your insights. It's not just about looks. It's about presence. People see you as someone worth listening to, someone whose words matter. Think about it. Have you ever been in a group conversation and noticed that when you speak, the energy shifts? Maybe people stop talking over each other. Maybe they turn their focus to you, eager to hear your take on things. Or maybe you've had people seek out your advice, even on things you're not an expert in, just because they trust your perspective. That's not random. That's influence. And here's where it gets even more interesting. This effect goes beyond just conversations. When you make a decision, others take it seriously. When you share an opinion, people remember it. When you express a preference, others take note. That's because whether they realize it or not, they see you as someone whose approval and perspective matters. So if you've ever wondered why people seem to value your thoughts so much, or why they look to you for guidance even when you haven't asked for that role, it's not a coincidence. It's a powerful sign that your presence alone carries weight. And that, my friend, is one of the clearest indicators of true, undeniable attraction. Sign 8. You receive random acts of kindness. People you barely know go out of their way to help you. Maybe the barista gives you an extra shot of espresso, or a stranger holds the door open longer than necessary. These small gestures aren't always just about politeness. They're often subtle signs of attraction. Why? Because when people are drawn to you, they naturally want to make your life a little easier, even if they don't fully understand why. Attraction isn't always loud. Sometimes it's expressed in these quiet, thoughtful actions. Pay attention to how often these moments occur. They might be telling you something you haven't yet noticed about your own appeal. Sign 9. You have a strong social media presence without trying. Ever posted a simple picture of yourself only to receive an overwhelming number of likes, comments, or direct messages? Social media is a reflection of how people perceive you, and if your online presence attracts attention effortlessly, chances are your real-life presence does too. It's not just about looking good in pictures, it's about the energy you exude, even through a screen. Maybe people are drawn to the confidence in your eyes, the way you carry yourself, or the effortless charm you radiate. If your posts tend to spark engagement without you even trying, it's a clear indicator that you possess an allure that naturally captivates others. Sign 10. You make others feel good about themselves. Attractiveness isn't just about looks, it's about energy. Highly attractive men have a way of making others feel valued, comfortable, and even inspired. If people leave conversations with you feeling better than before, it's because your presence radiates something powerful. The ability to uplift others is rare and magnetic. Maybe it's the way you genuinely listen, the warmth in your laughter, or the encouragement in your words. When people feel safe, seen, and appreciated in your company, they associate those positive emotions with you, and that's an irresistible kind of charm. Sign 11. You're unbothered by others' opinions. This is perhaps the most powerful sign of all. True attractiveness isn't about seeking validation. It's about exuding confidence without needing approval. If you find yourself not caring about what others think, focusing on your own path, and carrying yourself with quiet self-assurance, you've unlocked the ultimate level of attractiveness. Think about the most charismatic individuals you know. They don't chase approval, they simply are. They own their uniqueness, their quirks, their strengths, and their flaws without apology. And that, more than anything, is what makes them magnetic. Confidence isn't loud. It's a quiet, steady force that draws people in effortlessly. So how many of these signs resonate with you? Have you been overlooking the ways in which others perceive you? Attraction isn't just about physical appearance. It's about presence, energy, and confidence. If you recognize these signs in yourself, embrace them. Own them. You are more attractive than you think. And here's the real secret. Attractiveness isn't something you have to chase. It's something you allow yourself to realize and embody. The more you lean into your natural confidence, the more you'll notice how the world responds to you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us. And as always, thanks for watching.